Messages today for the collective. Welcome back. It's me, OU, with a tarot card message for you. We're going to get right into your reading today. We're going to see what Spirit has in store for you. Another personality reading using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Make sure you like, share, subscribe when you come into the channel to bring more people into the reading to catch these messages. So we are going to ask Spirit today what people are currently hiding from you. So the person on your mind, whoever you could be thinking of. This could also possibly be, if you're not thinking of any person in particular, someone that's coming towards you. What are they thinking about you, or what are they hiding from you? Let's get into your message. The cards are all frazzled. What we have at the bottom of the deck, the Tower card. So they're trying to hide some sort of a catastrophe from you here. This could be some sort of death, probably some sort of a sickness. It's what someone is hiding from you at this time. Probably wanting to communicate with you but don't know how. We have illusions, a mix-up, magics here. It's probably the communication is off. Someone is either elevated or on a higher thinking frequency than someone else is. Just probably in a lower frequency or just on another realm or dimension, and they can't communicate. They don't understand each other here. Language could be a barrier as well. The High Priestess, this is intuition. You know, the High Priestess is a teacher. This could be a language teacher or some sort of a health teacher. We're getting the Tower card and the High Priestess. Definitely hiding something from you, though. Scorpio Major Arcana. We do know that Scorpios are very hidden. They're very secretive. That's occultism, where knowledge is hidden deep within books, right? The Torah, the Bible, the Quran here, the High Priestess holds. Someone is going through some sort of a spiritual awakening, or they're having some sort of a dream. I'm also getting some ritualistic activity, kind of like how when Christians catch the Holy Ghost. This is something else here. Africans used to do it when they used to dance in circles, and each person would like catch some sort of a spirit, or they would catch the vibe, which is how they say it in the streets, right? Vibe. You can go into a room and you can feel the vibe. You could call up a person, and based on the vibe of how they speak to you, you can tell how the relationship or the conversation is going to go. Right? This is all vetting. You can't do that properly when you're intoxicated, drinking and smoking and doing all types of drugs, crack and all this stuff, right? We got three major arcanas back to back. We have the destruction. Now this could be a system or a tower, maybe some sort of a structure. You know, could be a building, a school, a church, who knows. People are sitting up on their high horse here. The High Priestess. This could be, again, a teacher, possibly someone well-versed, possibly a tarot reader, or some sort of an intuitive artist, possibly. We have the Death card, the third major arcana. Actually, the second one to come out of the deck, but what's grounding the reading is the Tower card. So there's going to be a great upset headed towards you. This could be news of death, news of an accident, or this could be someone trying to hide that from you here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess you're turned off from this individual, or you blocked this person, but this person does not have any access to you. Again, social media, the Tower, death, being blocked, the High Priestess, wanting to be able to see through a crystal ball, aka a phone. Ooh, I just saw a strike of lightning. Lost my train of thought. I think I was going to say something about the magician or musician, but I looked up and I saw, now mind you, it's the magic hour right now, and there's no rain, although South Florida is known for rain. Oh, there goes the thunder and the lightning. Yeah, that tells you how powerful that thunder strike is. That was like 10-15 seconds ago, and now, because again, sound travels just like light, and light is faster than sound. That's why light came first before sound. Out of darkness comes light, and then we start with creating everything, right? You need light first before you can straighten up or clean any house, right? You need light to clean up in darkness, which is how it starts. And then you get the beautiful sound of music. I don't know why the devil couldn't understand that. But anyways, Yeah, I clearly saw. It looked like the sky split in half. A big, thick lightning bolt just cracked through the lightning. It's probably raining on South Beach or something like that. Let's see. Got a mosquito here. Bloodsuckers. Someone's trying to hide a bloodsucker. We could have a leech, or we could have a what do you call those people that live off of people? Freeloader. Yeah, someone could be hiding a freeloader. Person that sits around and does nothing. They have no intelligence, they have no knowledge, have no skill, have no talent, and they're heavily associated with disease, toxicity, and death. And this is what this person is hiding here. So I'm not sure if this person is hiding some sort of a sickness or disease that they have, or this is someone around them that they're trying to hide behind the tree here, right? They may even try to keep this person secluded, lying to people around them. Six of Wands. They can't take this person out in public. They're afraid to take this person out in public. Or they're afraid to go out in public themselves. This is probably someone that can't travel. Yeah, this could be someone with some sort of a disease, a sickness, or a health issue. I'm not sure if this is a romantic connection or some sort of a friendship. Yeah, this could be like being friends with the ESC or emotional handicapped kid in school. Someone could be trying to hide the fact that they have a friend or family member, or they could possibly be dating someone. They're emotionally attracted to someone that has mental illness. Like, there's people out there that have sex with animals. But to intentionally date someone that's now, women are hypergamous, so they tend to date men that have higher status and more money to them. So as a woman, you're dating someone that's lower status of you. And then even as a man, something along those lines as well. Basically, you get what you date what you can get, or your talent level, something about your talent level. But regardless, there's a lot of toxicity here. We have the first three major arcana to show up were all about hiding and death. Someone could be very triggered here. The Hangman, yeah, the slow death. We got Cancer show up in the High Priestess, Scorpio show up twice in the Tower and Death, and we have the Hangman. We have a strong intuitive here. This is usually what happens though. We think about 11 on Stranger Things, or we think about anyone. John Coffey from the Green Mile. In order to heal people, he had to suck out their sickness and disease. We have intuitives and empaths. The only reason they're so gifted and talented is because they go through hurt and pain, and they know what it feels like to go through hurt and pain, and they try to help and heal people. And yep, usually people that heal people attract people that are damaged, and vice versa, which is why we are entangled in this 3D realm of bullshit. Yep. We think about, it happened again, Lightning. We think about Phoenix Gray again in the X-Men. One of the softest, weakest characters in the X-Men as a psychic, right? Who housed one of the most powerful forces, the Phoenix Force, the cosmic force, the cosmic awareness of the universe. They will tell the child, they will tell you that a child is weak or stupid, or that they have too much energy, or that they're just out of control. But just like Xavier went to Jean Grey, if you go into her backstory, and put a mental block on her psychic powers when she was a child, just like in real life, how they subdue young black men or any other child with ADHD medication and Ritalin or whatever they can do to subdue grown-ass people with vaccines and DNAs, RNAs. You think a virus or a Trojan horse only affects a laptop? A virus only affects a computer? When people sit in front of computers all day, remember your parents told you stop sitting in front of computers? A Trojan horse can jump from a computer into you as well. It's called a spiritual possession. Someone can walk past you. There are certain ways to tell when there's something is wrong with people. And it's usually when they don't mesh well with natural things or with nature. They've been doing too much splitting of the atom here, taking advantage of science. Possibly taking advantage of a relationship. This is why we have STDs, STIs, literally sexually transmitted diseases that you're hiding from someone, or sick or spiritually transmitted diseases that's isolating you here. the hangman. Higher states of inebriation here, of course, toxicity, drinking. Someone could be battling toxicity here, some sort of a drug abuse, probably drinking, substance abuse. An alcoholic, possibly. The Hierophant, a spiritualist. We do know that, you know, churches have alcohol in it. They say Jesus turned water into wine. We do know that we eat bread and we drink grape, either for the children, it's cranberry juice, right? But wine for the adults when we do commemoration of Jesus Christ, right? Believe it or not, I work for a party planning company out of Boca Raton, again, one of the richest cities in Florida, which would also make it one of the richest cities in the United States, right? But yeah, I threw parties for these people, and I literally watched Jewish people, right? The same people that were tortured by Hitler and want their reparations and want their rights, and they use the media of today, TV and news and radio, to influence the minds of people, because they don't want that to happen to them again, right? So they rule Hollywood, they rule social media and the airways and things like that. Howard Stern has been able to say whatever the fuck you want on radio for 30 to 40 years now, right? All the biggest, Weinstein, Hy-Vee, Ving, or Goldberg, all these names that you heard of, these are Jewish people, right? But I've watched these people, not in church, in temple, because that's what they call it, right? I've literally watched them drink themselves into a drunken stupor and party in temple as if it was a nightclub before. I witnessed it. Bottles and bottles and bottles of red wine and Jack Daniels and whatever other alcohol they can get their hands on while in church. These are not Christians, right? These are not Muslims in mosque, right? The same people that tell you to follow the rules are breaking the rules. What else do we have here? Five of Pentacles. We have this hood couple. Now they open their car door and they're hanging their legs, my favorite body part of the female, out of the door. This is what we're getting right here. Transportation. I guess they must hear me over talking and speaking and giving this sermon over here. But yeah, displacement here. So this could be the end of a lease. This could be an abortion. This could be end of some sort of a cycle here. This could be the end of a job. Yeah, shit gets hard when you overhear someone talking about you. Just like the other day, I was pulling tarot, and the white boy that was trying to show off in front of all of the black folks that he was hanging with, he heard me say Gemini. He turned around and said, "I'm a Gemini," like I wasn't talking to you in the first place. But okay, that's nice. Everyone wants to be accepted for something here. You'll make fun of astrologists in elementary, middle school, and high school and say, why are you following that junk? And then all of a sudden you want to be best friends with these people in their teenage years, 15, 16, and 17, and want to play video games with these people, right? Because your parents can't afford it. And then at 20 years old, when we're entering the workforce, right, when you weren't able to pass college and successfully build networks and friendships because people that you bullied in school now hate you, you can't get anything done, right? And so on and so on and so on. But the story here is that there's a slow death. There's people hiding things here. This is what I don't know if it's coming towards you. Obviously, this is a reading about what are people trying to hide from you. And this is what's being hidden here. The first three cards were about hidden or death energy. Death hides a lot of things. People take things to the grave, and they think that's the end of it. They live in this 3D plane and they're so stupid and they're ignorant and think that they can lie, cheat, and steal their way out of things their whole entire life. And that's just 50, 70, 100 years. They don't think they have to live with this shit for the rest of eternity, and their kids have to live with the decisions that they make, and their grandchildren have to live with the decisions that they make, and so on and so forth. Page of Pentacles. Now we got to start from the ground up again, when we should have kings here. We should have young kings with their fathers and their mothers and their parents and families and communities and with options, and actually have things to look forward to in life. But they're being cheated. And it's not even the people that they can't see, because there's systems that can't hold back everything. They're being cheated out of the things that are people that are closest to them the most. This is what people, and this is why people will hide things, right? Because they would feel exposed, right? Again, people don't affect you if they don't know you, but if you know someone, you have a reason to hide something from them if you did something wrong, or people have a reason to hide something from you, right? They would stop talking to you if they did something wrong to you, and they know that they're carrying guilt and iniquity. They will just stop coming around you, right? You've experienced that, so I'm not just lying or talking shit. Queen of Wands. Could be someone over sexually active here. Someone could be trying to be disciplined here, but they're around, again, a lot of sex, drugs, and alcohol. Again, your closest people. Again, you're with yourself the most your whole entire life. You're in your own skin. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? We could have someone coming towards you with sexual energy, though. Yeah. Someone's trying to surprise you with sex, some sort of a sex ritual. This could be lingerie or something like that. Seven of Wands. More drinking here. The Hangman, the Seven of Cups comes out on top of. So this is double illusions. This is how women get caught up in great situations here. Right? You want to hang with the dope boys. You want to hang with the businessmen that take real strong tequila shots. Or men. You want to smoke blunts. You want to act like you have all these options here when all these people are looking at you as a target. People have these rose-colored glasses on, and they don't know what they have around them. The people that want the most for them, they treat them like shit, and the people that want the least from them, that's willing to tell them anything to be able to have a placeholder. I'm gonna tell you anything just so I have a place to stay. I'm gonna tell you anything just so I can drive your car. I'm gonna tell you anything just so you can spend money on me and get me this long wig. People just tell you anything and have you fuck up your whole entire life, and you sit back and you wonder, how did this happen? But we're all strong and independent out here. All the grown-ups are grown-ups. When we were children, we literally looked at our parents as grown-ups and didn't realize that half of us, half of our mothers were 16-year-olds that didn't know shit. Even if they waited to 21, at 21, you don't know shit. People don't even know themselves at 30, 35, 40 years old. Yeah, they turned their music down real low. They want to hear everything I gotta say. King of Cups. We have someone nurturing here. Again, another intuitive. Someone's very intuitive here. So we could be dealing with a therapist, a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, possibly a doctor. Could be a content creator. There's an air of entertainment here with the media card showing up. And the star as well. Lights, camera, action, stardom, celebrity, highlights, wish fulfillment. Someone could probably have a wish to be... That's what people think. They think being a celebrity is the shit. They think chasing clout is what the world is today. But they don't need nobody but these 1 million likes on Instagram, right? Ace of Swords, bringing clarity and truth to a situation here. This could be a contract or some sort of a new thought process or program that someone's undertaking. This could also be surgery as well, because we have death here. We have the Tower card, which would be a hospital, right? Where do you see the most death? Although this is supposed to be where people go to get saved. You see the most death in hospitals. So again, we could have all these BBLs and shit coming up, and people think that that's the lick, right? 5 of Pentacles. I'm gonna spend that. I'm gonna spend my last. I'm gonna run my credit up to go on this trip, girl. I'm gonna get this BBL. Meanwhile, you die in the middle of it. And people actually think that abortions are safer. Like, do you know what's happening to your body? 3 of Cups. Celebrations and partying with people. Again, a lot of drinking here. There's so much drinking here. This could be alcohol poisoning. Someone has a drinking problem. On top of Queen of Wands and 6 of Wands energy. That's a celebration. That's over celebration. That's the only thing that someone knows how to bring to the party is alcohol. 6 of Swords energy, traveling. This could be an excursion. This could be the way that somebody relieves frustration, the way that someone tries to medicate themselves. They probably try to go on a lot of trips, a lot of journeys. They probably run away from a lot of situations here. Being in being inebriated, Pisces energy is kind of like an escape for them. They probably take a lot of short naps. But yeah, they can't stay put here. They argue with one person and they run somewhere else, and then they argue with that person and then run somewhere else, and then it's like, it's a cycle of toxicity here. Let's look at the major arcana. It's like you have big dreams, but you waste your time on petty shit. And people that have things to do and don't have time to waste don't need these types of people in their lives distracting them, right? We got 5 major arcana. At the bottom of the deck, we have Tower, so that's 6. This could be a pregnancy, a pregnant idea, or a pregnant woman, or someone's holding back something here. The Hierophant, which would be Taurus. Oh, the Hierophant, which we got Taurus. They playing some hard tennis. I don't know who the fuck playing handball so hard, but that ball bounced way over here. We have the Hierophant Taurus with the High Priestess. That is my twin flame card. Divine counterparts. The masculine that has to go through shit and learn experience to become anointed, to carry that anointings. The High Priestess, who would be seen as carrying a lot of knowledge, a lot of cultism. Kind of symbolizes birth a little bit. She could hold the secrecy of childhood. Unlike the Empress, the Divine Feminine, that's going to just outright show you how pregnant she is so that people can be excited for her. Had to knock that ball all the way over here to come see, to look me dead in my face to see what I'm doing here. So it's like no matter what you're doing, again, as an empath, you attract damaged people. If you're hitting that ball so hard as a woman, you got too much built up aggression and frustration in your body. Then we have another group of women out here over here hanging outside of the door like a group of men, a pack of hyenas, listening to me. We got Death card, so toxicity, Hangman, and then the Star card, Aquarius. People that are looking for attention here, that are needing some sort of a guidance, religious or disciplined structure here. King of Pentacles, right? A father figure, right? It's not only just the boys that are not raised with their fathers. It's the mothers, it's the daughters as well, because they go home and they fight with their mama all day long. And they use drinking, exactly. This is what's passed down from mother to daughter. Drinking. King of Cups, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. We have Pisces energy. Like, this is a hangover here, is what I'm reading. Because who turns down love and who turns down alcohol or drinking, right? When you've had enough of it, when you get sick of it. So someone could be lovesick here, or again, they're in a toxic union or a toxic connection that they're trying to. And this is my thing. If you have to be under the influence, i.e., smoke a blunt or drink just to hang out with people, like, we know how to have fun, we know how to commune, we know what a tobacco rituals are. If you have any sort of integrity and why it's so prevalent in your DNA, why black people like to drink and smoke, if you know anything about your heritage. And why black women are out here twerking, how that used to be an African American or an African mating ritual, which has been perverted because we now have women twerking in the middle of the streets, on social media, on top of restaurants and tables, and no one can tell them what to do, right? But that's what I have for you here today. A bunch of juggling, 8 of Cups energy, judgments. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. So this is what people are hiding from you here. They're avoiding their toxic bad habits. They're mostly hiding bad drinking habits. They have a drinking buddy. Believe it or not, I've had co-workers that have written multiple co-workers that know that I did music at one point in my life that wanted to just rap to me their whole song that they made about having drinking problem. Literally a song called Drinking Problem. Oh yeah, thank God they finally moved their car. Now they're further away from me and my voice is not echoing and projecting, right? And this is what happened when men try to get some straightening in their households. Their women start fights with them on purpose to run out and go do something they shouldn't be doing on purpose. And then realize and wonder why their lives are in shambles, right? You got Michelle trying to tell y'all not to go low, to go high, but these ratchets are out here. They just gotta go lower. You just gotta have the last word. don't have an ounce of power in the world. It's like a little chihuahua that just won't stop barking, right? Eve, when she first came out, a pit bull in a skirt. Like, what are you really gonna do? What are you really gonna do? You know how many dogs that probably weigh as almost as half as me have ran up on me within the past year, got up on me and felt my energy as a shaman and turned right around and tucked tail? But would have otherwise ran up on somebody and bit someone else because they can sense fear, and dogs know their presence. It's the same look you give when you give that a boss would give to his employee, or that a parent would give to their child. But that's what I have for you today, or this evening. Interesting channel messages. I'm pretty sure I'm about to meet somebody new as I try to walk out of this whole gated section. Like, women to do some of the weirdest things. Some of the weirdest things. Like, this gate is almost 17 feet high. How are you that stressed out playing handball with yourself with a tennis racket that you knock a tennis ball all the way over here? That's insane. And this isn't the first time that happened. It's happened with a group of white women. It's happened with a group of Spanish women. It's happened with a group of Asian women. But it usually happens with a group of black women, because this is a place that islanders came over here and settled down. So it's a lot of rich islander families over here, right? Literally just had some. I had to take my cousin had to take someone to the airport this morning, going back to Bahamas. But yeah, that's the lecture for this evening, man. Stressed out women, either forcing themselves into relationships, or men trying to find something to prove by, I don't know what they're doing. They're even more confused. It's crazy how I look at these men nowadays, and I can only view it. I saw a hint of it being in the relationship, but being out of a relationship, and to see how people tap dance. The crazy part is, people in a relationship want to be out of a relationship, and people out of a relationship want to be in a relationship. But why are they hiding so much? If people would just be honest, you can get what you want out of people. But that's what I have for you. Like, share, subscribe, add value to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one, collective. Peace.